But there are bad guys, and there are worse guys, and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Mod back again, and of course I'm joined by the one and only and the lovely Miss Mod, and today we're diving into another great one, Marvel's The Thunderbolts. And let me tell you, this one surprised me in all the right ways. This one is directed by Jake Schreier, and there's not a ton of hits or really on his resume when I did my research, but Marvel called him up and this man delivered, taking characters scattered across different shows, different movies, and making them feel like they actually belong together. It's not an easy task because he's basically pulling other people's vision, and he pulled it off with style.
I think that there's a kind of interiority and going into the internal lives of these characters and really making that as deep a part of the movie as, oh, look, we got plenty of explosions and punches and action and all those things that you come to expect from these movies, but kind of coming at it from a different angle. Yeah.
Now, before we get too deep, listen, I know the MCU, it can feel like a fever dream lately, but if you really want to enjoy this movie, I highly recommend you just catch a couple of the titles, okay? Black Widow, obviously. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they just have a lot of callbacks from it. And then also Ant-Man and the Wasp, because Ghost is in there and she does bring that energy. I really just always enjoyed her character, even though her development hasn't always been the best. The Avengers, they're done. Basically, there's no superheroes overlooking anything. Rules are completely out the window and the world's kind of spiraling a little bit. The CIA director, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, don't forget the D, better put some respect on it. It's trying to clean up, some of the supernatural messes that she low-key started up. The people that she once used are now cornered, and instead of running from each other, they do the unthinkable. They unite, they become a team, and they try to figure out what really is going on. The film goes back to basics in the best way. It's grittied and more grounded than usual, and surprisingly relatable. The villains, you finally have a great understanding and wanting to actually have relatability to them. Not just a punching bag, but they got depth, pain, and perspective. And you might even find yourself empathizing a little bit. I think that's what makes them great and what makes the MCU great as well. And Florence Pugh, she did not miss. One of the best post-Endgame performances, period.
Y'all, okay, this movie hit for me. From the first minute, I was locked in. I mean, the pacing on point. No wasted scenes, no unnecessary fluff, just vibes and action. And Val, she doesn't even have any powers, okay? But she moves like she's in charge of the whole MCU. Think of her as Tony Stark level mastermind energy, while Sentry is to his vision, just completely different and equally dangerous. Now, let me throw this out here, y'all. Don't walk into this movie blind, okay? Know the characters, know their stories. Otherwise, you'll be playing catch up and you'll completely miss the layers that make it special.
The suit upgrades were super clean, super sleek. Every character had a little something new or like a nuance to them. And even though we maybe didn't see everyone's backstory that got us there, it felt earned and it felt like a good continuation of the characters. And when they all came together, it actually made sense. This didn't feel like here's a random team or random characters and we just needed to put this movie together. There's actual depth and you feel the weight of each one has actually been through. Well, majority of them.
Oh, that went well.
Yelena especially, she gets that proper arc built that makes you care about these characters moving forward. You see her struggling from the whole Black Widow legacy, but also stepping into her own. It's truly powerful and really done well when you look at it from a big picture.
And y'all, they didn't shy away from the real stuff. Depression, trauma, mental health. This movie touched it all. It's about finding light in the darkness and realizing that even the broken ones have something to offer. These so-called underdogs, I guess you can say, they shine, they transform. And coming from someone who's been writing with Marvel forever, after Captain America Brave New World, it left me wanting Thunderbolts. Gave me everything.
And just like Infinity War and Endgame, one of the highlights was seeing the characters interact for the first time. I always just find myself engaged when they have nothing to do and they're just bouncing off of one another. It's something that I always like. I know it's not a big plot point, but it's something that I always look for when you have these team up time movies. They nailed it. You actually care about the team, and they're more than just names, like I said earlier. And also the way they connect the Thunderbolts to Yelena, it's a little like play on the character and maybe a little bit of her past, but it was done so well. It caught me off guard a little bit, and then what she was to the team. I know I'm being super vague, but when you guys see the part with her and Red Guardian, it really kind of blew me away a little bit.
Now, you know a movie lands when the whole theater is clapping at the end. I mean, every moment mattered. Every beat hit. And don't leave early, y'all, okay? Stay put once the movie's closing, because you got 2 post-credit scenes. First one is lighthearted, classic Marvel fun, but the second one, baby, yeah, you don't want to miss it. It might be the best post-credit scene we've had in years. But what y'all been waiting for, what do we officially give Marvel's Thunderbolts? A heartbeat.
Of course, heartbeat.
Now it's your turn. Have you guys seen the Thunderbolts? What's your guys' favorite MCU post-Endgame movie? Let us know in the comments below. We always love discussing with you guys. And as always, make sure you tell someone you love them. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And let us go to the movies for you.
Bye.